Hello and welcome to SG Speechless. Today's video has been Mace Windu skin combos. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be combos for Mace Windu, and this skin was released in the art shop today and can be found under the Star Wars tab and will cost you 1,500 V-Bucks separately, or with the actual bundle, the Mace Windu bundle, for 2,000 V-Bucks. If you ever would like to use my credit code for any cosmetics in the art shop, for example the Mace Windu skin, my credit code is SPEECH or Speech. If you do decide to use it, feel free to let me know. So thank you personally. The Mace Windu skin leaves the art shop on the 25th of May, and orders cosmetics as well. All combos will be shown off in game at the end of the video. Make sure to keep a timestamp, description and comments down below as well. The Mace Windu skin is part of the Prequel Trilogy set introduced in this season and has 3 styles: the Mace Windu, hood down and the robe off. So I made 5 combos for this first style, which is Mace Windu. I personally like to use the hood up. You can use the hood down if you like to, and then 5 for the robe off style as well. Backbling is Desert Essentials, part of the Obi-Wan Kenobi set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 2, and works nicely for the brown design and Star Wars theme as well. Pickaxe Gaffy Stick, part of the Book of the Boba Fett set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 1, using this for the brown design as well. The umbrella I'm using for all combos is a Death Star umbrella, which is the Victory Royale umbrella slash glider from this season. If you don't want to use this one, you can also use the Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, Vanguard Squadron X-Wing, Y-Wing, Rebel Wookiee Leader, or even the Crossfire. Contrail I'm using for all combos is the Black Squadron Dive, introduced in this season's Battle Pass. You can also use the Training Remote Trail if you'd like to, or no Contrail in general, because I know some players don't like to use Contrails. The first weapon wrap is from this season's Battle Pass, is it Wookiee Rebel? Let's quickly check. I haven't got the right one. It is the right weapon wrap. Cool. Wookiee Rebel, part of this season's Battle Pass, part of the Cuddly Kozak set, and works nicely for the brown design. As Wookiee team leaders, weapon wrap from the season's Battle Pass. Let's move on to combo number 2 now. For this one, I thought I'd use Yoda, part of the original trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 2. Pickaxe is Death Star Smasher, which is from the ranked urgent quest from this season. If you've done enough of the ranked urgent quest, you'll have this pickaxe. I've been using it a lot, but works nicely for this combo. Let's move on to the second weapon wrap now, which is Star Map, part of the Ahsoka Tano set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 4's Battle Pass. You got this for doing Ahsoka Tano challenges in that season. Works nicely with the Star Wars theme. Let's move on to combo number 3 now. Backbling is R2-D2. You can also switch this up for the disassembled C-3PO, or even the actual Metal Team Mishap would work nicely as well. Pickaxe is Donnie's Bow Staff, part of the TMNT set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 1. Works nicely for the brown, also the purple design as well. This can also be used as a backbling and pickaxe combo if you'd like to use it as both. Let's move on to the third weapon wrap now, Marvel Series. Sap, part of the Groot set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 4's Battle Pass, using it mainly for the brown design. Let's move on to the fourth combo now. Backbling is the Donnie's Bow Staff, part of the TMNT set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 1. The previous combo, as did mention, you can also use this as a backbling and pickaxe combo. Pickaxe is Combat Knife, part of the Future War set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 5, using it for the brown design. This is Sarah Connor's pickaxe. The actual Terminator collaboration should be coming back at some point, which is basically T800, the Sarah Connor, and also a pickaxe, which is a Combat Knife as well. Weapon wrap for this combo is fully brown themed. Rogue Archaeology, part of the Indiana Jones set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 3's Battle Pass. He was the secret skin from that season. Probably my favourite weapon wrap to use with the standard style, with the actual robe style for this skin, I should say. Let's move on to combo number 5 now. The backbling is Disassembled C-3PO, part of the original trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 2. If you don't own this one, you can also switch it up for the Metal Team Mishap, which is from this season's Battle Pass. Wookiee team leaders backbling. Pickaxe Fusion Cutter, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2, using it for the brown design, also Star Wars theme as well. Let's move on to the fifth weapon wrap now. Kamino's Finest, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2. Works nice for the Star Wars theme, also the white and black as well. Let's move on to combo number 6 now. We're on to the second style, or the third style, I guess technically you could say, which is basically the robe off style, as you can see right here. This is definitely my favourite combo to use with Mace Windu, Backblings, the Jedi Order, part of the new Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 1. This combo can also be used with the Robe on, obviously if you'd like to, but I prefer to use it with the Robe off. Pickaxe is the best pickaxe in my personal opinion. Basically represent a actual lightsaber, which is the Omni Sword, part of the Qatar Tech set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 2's Battle Pass. And I'm using the top blade is actual pinpoint, the guard is bantam, and the bottom blade is this one right here, shard. So it is the actual pinpoint, bantam, and then shard. And the pickaxe type is single wield. You can use it an emote in game to change it to dual wield, and then use it again to change to single wield if you'd like to, but I'd probably just say stick it with single wield. And the colour I'm using is ultraviolet for the purple lightsaber. You can also switch it up to the one to the right of it, amethyst, but I'd probably personally say the ultraviolet works better in the sound. You can use whichever one you like, and this is how it looks. The skin works perfectly, obviously for Mace Windu's lightsaber. Obviously this pretty much represents the lightsaber's purple lightsaber. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is from this season's Battle Pass. Choose your alignment, part of the Galactic Syndicate set. Works nicely for the curse scheme, also a limb reactive as well, which is pretty sweet. Let's move on to combo number 7 now. Backbling is Anakin's Model Interceptor, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in this season's where you got this from Twitch Drops. Pickaxe is Yoda's Cane, part of the original Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 2. Works perfectly with the curse scheme and also the Star Wars theme as well with the style. This can also be used with the actual robe on style if you'd like to. Weapon wrap for this combo is the Actis class, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2. I'm pretty sure this is Anakin's weapon wrap. Let's move on to combo number 8 now from Mace Windu. Backbling is Jedi Holocron, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2. Works nicely for the theme and also the colour scheme as well. Pickaxe is Obi-Wan's Blade, part of the Obi-Wan Kenobi set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 2. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is 212th Legion, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2. Use it for the Star Wars theme, also the white, the little bit of like brown, also black as well. Works nicely, as you can see right here. Let's move on to combo number 9 now. Backbling is Training Remote, part of the original Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 4. Pretty sure this is Luke Skywalker's backbling. Pickaxe is Royal Naboo's Staff, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2. Works perfectly, as you see right here. Looks very similar to actually his pickaxe. This one here, the Jedi Order crest, very similar looking. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is Gaming Legends series Mayhem, part of the Mayhem set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season X. Basically a Borderlands weapon wrap, or the Psychobans weapon wrap, which you got from doing Welcome to Pandora challenges in Chapter 1, Season X. If you don't have this one, you can also use Life's a Beach as well if you do own. That's one. Let's move on to the final combo now for Mace Windu. I thought I'd include a combo that's including items that I'm pretty sure from this season's Battle Pass, or if not like the most recent seasons, just for players who may not have older items. Backbling is Poe's Model X-Wing, part of the new Trilogy set, introduced in this season's Battle Pass. Pickaxe is Electro Pairing Blades, part of the Galactic Syndicate set, and this is Apprentice Evie's pickaxe, which is sticking with standard style, based in the blue. And you can also use Base Windu, which is basically Mace Windu's that instrument you can use, which can be bought separately or can also be bought in a bundle as well. The weapon wrap for this combo is basically a little bit of cheating, which is Mace Windu's weapon wrap, which is Windu, part of the Prequel Trilogy set, introduced obviously in this season. You can also use a Wookiee Rebel. I would have used it, but since I've already used it in the previous combo, I thought I'd actually use the Windu itself. That's all the skin combos done for Mace Windu. As I did mention, he leaves the item shop on the 25th of May. Obviously, if you want to pick him up or any of his cosmetics, you've got a little while to decide whether or not you want any of them. If you ever do have any other Fortnite related videos, for example, skin, backbling, pickaxe, glider / umbrella, contrail, weapon, anything other Fortnite related, always feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Always down to give something new a go. But anyways, that's pretty decent.